Okay, little buddy. Okay, little buddy.
All right, you ready to do this, girl? Hi, welcome to Angela's Anything Show, and today I'm gonna tell you guys all about the time I got extorted for my cell phone. That's right, folks, this is a crazy story. It happened in 2014. I have a piece of paper to help me keep on track with my talking points because otherwise we're gonna be here all day. I have my assistant Panda here for moral support. Basically, what happened is I'm going to a concert with my friends and my boyfriend, who's technically also my friend, and I had my cell phone out in the car, probably splitting the Uber with these degenerates who never want to split Ubers with you. So I realized about 2 hours into the show that I don't have my phone, the Uber driver doesn't have my phone. I get home, my phone's not there, and I'm like, fuck, I just wasted hundreds of dollars on a brand new cell phone. This is so annoying. Because when I lose my phone, I'm not upset that I don't have my phone. In fact, I relish in it. It's like, great, finally an excuse for why I'm not texting people back. But it's just, they're so expensive. For you to have an upgrade, it's still like 200 bucks. And then to just buy one right out, it's like 600. I don't need to tell you, you know. So 4 days goes by, I don't have a phone until I'm on Facebook one day, and all of a sudden I get 2 messages from 2 different people who appear to be a couple, both saying at the same time in terrible, terrible grammar, which a lot of these, you'll see the grammar wasn't good, saying, hey, found your cell phone outside the Middle East. That's the venue. So I am them both, and I'm like, yep, that's my cell phone, I must have dropped it. So appreciative, by the way, that these people had found my phone, picked it up, and now we're going through all the trouble of contacting me, which they would have had to, like, I don't even know, they must have like turned it on. I actually don't know, how did they ever know that it was mine? Maybe they plugged it into their computer and it said Angela Bunn's cell phone? Anyway, I don't know how they knew it was mine because when they started sending me all these pictures of it being like, is this your phone? Is this your phone? With like text messages popped up from that night, like that they couldn't open because my phone was locked. But it was just like from like an unknown number, like pictures of me and my friend from that night. So I'm like, wait, why isn't the numbers of my friends popping up? They're like, oh, well, we took the SIM card out. So probably they tried to break into my phone and they couldn't, so they took the SIM card out and did some, you know, like burglary trickery. I feel like I was looking at a ransom note because it was just like all these pictures of my phone, like it looked scared and alone and cold, like it didn't have the case on it anymore. It was just bare. It was bare naked, baby. And I'm like, that's my phone. Thank you so much. Let's arrange for me to pick it up. And then what do? Let me look at my notes and find out. I started talking to the boyfriend and he's like, oh, I found your phone, cash reward. And I'm like, what? And I find out that they're not planning on giving me my phone back unless I pay them. Because as they said, well, these phones are really expensive, so, you know, we're still saving you like hundreds of dollars, but, you know, we should get a cash reward. So now I'm fucking fuming. And I'm such a stubborn person that I would rather tell somebody to go fuck off and pay $600 than to actually give these people money. I work from home, so I'm at home. I'm not even in an office, so I'm alone. I'm sweating, I'm like, holy shit, they have my phone. Because now that I know my phone's out there, it's cold, it's scared, it's alone, it doesn't have a SIM card, it doesn't even know what's going on. Its case has been stripped from it. So now at this point, I'm playing along because I'm like, oh, no, no, no. He's like trying to arrange a time to meet me. I don't have a car and I'm not living like in Boston. So he's like, oh, well, I work here. Like maybe I can stop on my way to work. Like saying he's gonna come by. And in my head, I'm like, how can I pretend to give this guy money? I go, I could write a check, then I could cancel the check. But then he's got my routing number info. So I'm coming up with all these ways. I'm like, maybe I could just get the phone and then tell him to fuck off and not give him money. And then I'm like, no, I'm home alone. He's gonna know where I live. What if I get raped? You know, every girl, every scary scenario basically ends in, and then I got raped. So I was thinking, none of these things are gonna work. What will I do? What will I do? Then I think, I know Dan has a gun in the house. Maybe I can use the gun to scare him away. And I was like, no, Angel, that's crazy. Because then what if he has a gun that's actually loaded, then he's gonna shoot you. I'm not good at dealing with people that are like lawbreakers. Like I am a rebel, of course. I'm a punk rocker. Clearly you can see that, but I don't really break the law that much. Like I'm too lazy to deal with breaking the law. Like I'll break the law when I go to Hannaford's and I do self-checkout and they're like, how many bundles of kale do you have in the bag? And I'm like, 1, but really I have 2. And I say that they're non-organic, but they're really organic. That's about as far as I go. So I was at a loss. He has to go to work, so now I'm starting to message with his girlfriend. As you can see from our Facebook conversation, the grammar was not, the spelling was not where it should have been for her age level. We're trying to coordinate a time for me to meet her, because in my head I'm like, I'm going to the fucking police. So the plan is that I'm gonna meet her in in the Cambridge area where she lives, and I'm gonna give her the money and she's gonna give me my phone. And as we're talking, I'm trying to play dumb but also get proof from her that she's indeed extorting me, because I'm no fool. I watched Judge Judy. I know that you need the proof right out there. So I say, so let's get this clear. You're not gonna give me my phone back unless I give you money. And she goes, why? You like gonna go to the cops or some shit? And then says that she's gonna go to the cops and is trying to like turn it around like she literally didn't think she was doing anything wrong, even though she's saying that she's making me pay her for my rightful property back. The thing that's ironic is that if I had just gone to them and they had given me my phone back, I probably would have given them like 50 bucks and like a nugget or something. I get all this info. She's like, meet me at here this time. This is my name. I have her phone number. I have her address. Basically everything but her social security, because these are not smart criminals. So I'm all hyped up. I'm ready to go, baby. I'm pumped up. Dan gets home. I go, we have to go to the motherfucking police. So we go to the police station in the town, like in the borough in which this happened, which was Cambridge. City, town, I don't know. This is how much of a non-criminal I am. Going into the police station, I was reporting a crime and I felt like I was about to get in trouble. Like my palms were sweating. I was also nervous that they weren't gonna help me, but then I realized that I was a white girl, so of course they were gonna help me. I tell the dispatcher what happened, and then he like brings on a bunch of police officers, including one woman and like a detective. And they're like, okay, tell us again what happened. I show them the conversation. They proceed to set up an entire sting operation to get these people. The woman is gonna pose as me. One of the guys is gonna pose as Dan. They're like, oh, we do this all the time. They're gonna meet in an open location. I think they met like at a Dunks, because it's Boston, so of course it's a Dunks. There's a guy that's like hiding that's gonna come out and cuff them or do whatever once they make the exchange. Then they have another car that's just gonna hang back, give orders, and make sure everything goes smoothly. And as they're leaving, they go, okay, you guys can ride with us, to me and Dan. The two detectives want me and Dan to ride with them. So now I'm so excited because I did grow up on Law & Order, and I'm also so nervous. I'm like, what's gonna happen? They're gonna shoot us. So we drive out. Me and Dan are in the back. Now they're protecting us. As they said, they've got to protect their witnesses. So we can't really see that much of what's going on, but we can hear everything that's going on. So basically what I said, we wait, we hang back, someone waits in the wings, and then the two male-female police officers go, and they meet up with the girl. I'm nervous. I'm trying to diffuse the situation with some stupid jokes. Nobody's laughing. So I'm sitting there just flicking beads of sweat from my eyebrow. We drive out, we get it all ready. She's about to meet them. We see her walking with another woman to the Dunks, and I'm like, that's the girl, that's the girl. And, you know, it all goes down like they say. They go to make the exchange, and then they're like, the police officer comes out. And this is all secondhand because we didn't see it. And then another police officer comes out and it's like, hey, this is illegal. You can't do this. You can't take people's property and then make them pay you to get it back. Turns out the other woman she was with was her mother. Her mother, and the mother was like, oh, well, Aunt Angela said it was no big deal. Like, we asked if we didn't have to pay. Like, acting like that it was like I wanted to pay them, playing it off like they weren't making me. And it even seemed like the girl had no clue what she was doing was illegal. Like, that's just the way the world goes round. I found your shit, you pay me to get it back. Whereas my upbringing, it's like, no, like you are a nice person and you just help people when they need to be helped, and then if they want to throw you 20 bucks to say thanks, it's like, sweet. They get the someone back, the guy brings it to me, and he's like, you know, I didn't arrest her or do anything because, you know, she's only 15, so, you know, you can't really arrest her, but, you know, she'll be kept on our radar as she leaves middle school and enters high school as, you know, as a potential, like, at-risk youth. So, basically, I got extorted by a 15-year-old and I was afraid of her. So I'm a huge pussy, but also, it's just sad. And I gotta tell you, if you've ever like taken a SIM card out of a cell phone and like put it back in and did all this crap, the cell phone has never been the same again. But here it is, 3 years later, still got her. So that's the story. You know, it's really pretty sad because her mom was like my age and the kid was like just 15, or she may even have been younger. And the guy, her boyfriend, was like way older, and I just saw this like really sad cycle playing out in front of me, and it was actually quite depressing, but fuck you. Don't steal people's shit. Hopefully she learned a lesson. I learned a lesson, and that's not to lose my cell phone anymore. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Angel's Anything Show. See you next time. Goodbye. Look, you guys, Apple's got us all by the balls. They got us all under their little finger, and we gotta break free from this Apple tyranny, okay?